If your partner had 30 minutes of unlimited access to your phone, in which case you gave them your permission and didn't delete anything beforehand, what would they find on your phone? Would your relationship survive? Serious. Lol, this actually happened because my phone was running like S and I handed it to my G/F to fix. Her exact comment was, "Why do you have 44 tabs open in the browser? Why are they all weather updates?" Answer: for the curious, my weather app opens a web page if I click on a weather alert. Same. That weather S is annoying. Always happens when you try to check the next couple days. Ever since Dark Skies left Android, I haven't been happy with any app I've tried. Ever since Dark Skies integrated into Apple Weather, I haven't been happy with any app I've tried either. I miss that app. Live with my wife now. The only shocking thing she would find is my screen time on Reddit. A bunch of Google searches of how to spell basic words, i.e. gets me every time. Use Alice. No issue whatsoever. She has her thumbprint as a passcode to my phone. I went out of my way early in the relationship and gave that to her to make sure she knew I'd never hide anything from her. She's never once used it, and I've never had a reason to ask to see hers. Woman, here he gave me his pass pattern, and I only use it to turn off his Bluetooth so I can use the shower speaker to listen to my book. It's funny cause just yesterday my BF changed his password to his phone. It's also close to Christmas time. If he's trying to surprise you with a gift, he'd have to keep it a secret somehow. OFC will survive. If I'm in real relationship, they can look through anytime. Eventually we are going to share house and babies. Certain things to me is irrelevant. My husband and I use each other's phones all the time. Have each other codes and passwords to everything. We are doing life together. It doesn't get more serious than that. So we need to trust each other completely. Anything less would be a waste. Same. We use each other's phones all the time. I have to keep track of his passwords alert, and we've both gone through each other's email to find something. The only thing that'd make me feel bad is if my sister or friend sent something personal that they'd be embarrassed for him to see. But that's the beauty of trust. I know he'd never go looking through those messages unless it was for something important anyway. Exactly. I have a group text with a couple friends and he would never read that. But not because he is worried I'm hiding anything. Because he doesn't want to know about such girl talk. He doesn't want to know my friend's personal details. And he knows I would never share more than he would be comfy with when I talk to my friends. I cannot fathom these relationships where people hide texts and phones and keep secrets. The drama and dread that must constantly loom. No thank you. Trusting you partner is a recipe for peaceful living. She's had like 15 years of access at this point. My most shameful secret is that I occasionally purchase in-game currency for the shitty mobile games I play. Shame. Literally don't talk to anyone but her and my parents, lol. Nothing to hide. Because hiding S from someone you're in a relationship with shouldn't be a thing. This cracked me up. I literally only talk to my coworkers, my parents, my children and my wife. Mostly my wife. Kids are toddlers. Justin, my 40s, far from where I grew up and am busy with family and work. My wife uses my phone all the time because hers is always low charge or straight up lost, and mine is bigger for FaceTime with the fam. The worst would be how much time I listen to podcasts about ancient history. Yes, I think about Rome, ancient and holy, quite often. Neither holy, nor Roman, nor indeed an empire. What are your fav history podcasts? Why are there so many cheaters out there? I've never cheated or betrayed her trust, and I never will. I'm honest about everything, including porn. People these days have unrealistic expectations, lie, cheat, ghost dates, and generally treat others like garbage. What happened to chivalry and integrity? WTF? Seriously, people treat each other like S. I have over 200 SpongeBob memes. That's just normal, upstanding guy stuff. Oh yeah, she regularly uses my phone already. All she'd find is texts between me and her and me and my mom. Oh, also, I have over 400 naked photos of her. She knows about those. I never understood hiding your phone from your significant other. If you're in a monogamous relationship with someone, you shouldn't have anything to hide. If you do, then you should break up. I would hide my receipts for gifts to her. Bozo. This. I have a ton of emails and texts that, if read, would spoil a ton. It wouldn't harm our relationship, but I'd be pretty bummed that I can't have surprises from her. Also, I had a life before her that didn't just go away. It's not really for her to insert her feelings into something that doesn't apply to her. She'd find a ton of boring geek stuff along with all our shared photos, plus loads of boring emails and texts. Seriously, my phone is dull. But if you'd asked me this question 20 years ago, when I was in relationships where I wasn't sure of their future, then yeah, there would have been lots of incriminating texts for any semi-serious partner to see. As you get older, two things happen. 1, you grow up, and 2, no fucks are given. She would be horribly disappointed to know all the recipes I've saved, but never made yet. Is it common for people to harbor gross, deceitful secrets that blow up relationships? Yes, it is. That's depressing. She would see the enormous amount of memes I didn't send her, either because they weren't her kind of humor, or because I was lazy. She would leave me within the hour. I would feel betrayed if I found memes you didn't share. Do you even love me? My wife knows my PIN and I know hers. We regularly will answer each other's phones, or when driving read out and type out replies to texts. Stuff like that. I regularly leave my phone on my desk or an end table so she could go through it if she wanted. But I don't believe she has. My wife and I have the same PIN. It's more convenient that way. Yup, us too. Makes life so much easier. And before anyone starts with the backquote, "You're so fucked bro," politely, not American. Yes, my romantic relationship would be fine. However, I would have concerns of breaking my friends' confidentiality with personal messages they have sent me that were for my eyes only. My wife can pick up my phone anytime she likes. Simply put, I'm not a piece of shit. It would confirm how boring I am. She'd be bored shitless with work emails and endless Reddit posts. A bunch of pictures of VINs, pins, odometers, hormeters, and technical docs. My phone is boring. She might leave me realizing how boring I am. If I'm with someone, they can look in my phone all they want. I don't care. My wife has unlimited access to everything. I'm surprised people are open with their phones. My phone and PC are private, and I don't give access to anyone, including myself. I don't see a reason she needs to see my messages, photos and data. I have nothing to hide, but I respect the privacy of my friends and family. If they share something with me, anxieties, worries, stories, it's between us. My so is not an integral part of me. This is the first answer that remotely factors in the value of privacy. My friends confide things in me, not my wife, and sometimes I do in them as well. And that's healthy in my book. The whole "we constantly use each other's phones" concept reminds me of some old friends who would have their spouses randomly chime in on speakerphone when we were having what I thought was a 1:1 convo. It's weird and annoying. How much I read Wikipedia and comment on Reddit about our sex life with her knowledge, and how often I use my calculator app at work. 100% would survive. I'm not doing anything to cross any boundaries we have. Access to mine. Yes. Access to hers, not a ref chance. I have 100% of my data saved and even have the auto delete turned off. So I have proof of everything I do throughout my day. She has her call log set to auto delete every night and then gives you the code to her phone so she can play it off like there's nothing to hide. Well, duh. You can't hide something if it's already deleted and you don't have the data set to be saved. I mean, she was showing me some work documents on her phone, and when she clicked on her photos to show me the screenshots, the first thing I saw was her sitting on some guy's lap kissing him and about 50 more selfies with the same dude. That's the part that broke my heart, because the 14 months we were together she never took a picture of us kissing, and she's never sat on my lap and hugged on me. Not even once yet this guy that she was cheating on me with, she took a ton of photos showing them cuddling and kissing. I've still not figured out why she is 100% a different person with him vs me. You're not with her right. You're deserving of better. You won't change her either. I'm sorry you had to experience anything like that. The F are you people keeping on your phones? Spent years without a lock code on mine till the kids got old enough to start messing with them. Pretty sure she knows the one now anyway. I've rattled it off enough times so she could change the music or whatever. A few months ago we were at a restaurant for a birthday, and one of the radio stations had some contest about looking up your girl/boyfriend, spouse, partner phone. So that got people talking. I was supposed all my kids and their dates were, like I have no secrets. I was the only one who said nope. That's my place. It's private. For me, it's like back in the day with paper planners, Day Runner, Franklin Planner, etc. My wife isn't very tech savvy, and my phone has a third-party launcher and a custom set of icons. I'm not sure she could navigate my phone, but if she did, call logs are harmless. Nothing to see. The nefarious stuff I look at usually happens after a fight or her ejection, and that stuff is done incognito, unless she wants to go through our home router's logs. Nothing to see there. I don't follow or accept follows or likes on FB, Twitter or Instagram, none of which are on my phone, because I doom scroll too much, and now I don't. And I'm also happier for it. YouTube is also not on my phone, but aside from some ASMR videos that are on the super duper tame side, nothing there either. If she managed to navigate to my not taking apps, that's where the trouble is. I journal digitally, a lot with nothing held back. I have found it the best place to vent and work through all my thoughts and feelings, including the most painful and darkest. If the marriage wasn't over, it would surely be a come to Jesus moment for both of us. After she read them, if I wanted to hide things, I'd use a secure folder and drop all that in there. And there was a time in our marriage where things were really bleak and I was researching divorce, available singles, etc. All that stuff was in a secure folder that was masked. My journaling got me past all that, and now I feel that if I had stuff that needed to be hidden, then I shouldn't be married. But I'm not about to delete or mask the most emotional journal entries. That stuff is my history, and if she finds it. If she can't handle it, then so be it. I wouldn't want her to see some stuff I've written in my notes, but not cause she would be upset with me, haha. Shitty memes and inconsequential chat logs. On hers, more classy memes, and yet more inconsequential chat logs. Legit not worried she'd get bored.